everyone, I'm Sabiha and I'm currently the chair of the ACMW student chapter here at BITS Pilani. This playlist of videos will be going over concepts that will help you feel more comfortable at hackathons. It'll cover the process of how you can come up with your ideas, a business model, UI UX design, and various APIs that you can use for quick prototyping. In this first video of the series, we will be going over some general hackathon information. Let's start off with what exactly is a hackathon. You might have heard of this term if you are a CS student. And a hackathon is like an event with a specific time frame where computer programmers and others involved in software development, including people like graphic designers, interface designers, they all come together and collaborate on a software. Now, you might think, how is this different from working on a team project? And to be honest, it's not a lot different, except it has a few common rules. Common rules of hackathons. Often, hackathons have a specific time limit for you to create your project, and it usually ranges from 24 to 48 hours. Majority of the hackathons require that you do not work on any code beforehand, but some permit you to have UX and UI designs such as Angel Hack, which is a global hackathon. One of the most important things about a hackathon is forming a team. And you can form teams from 3 up to 5 people, but it depends upon the requirements of the hackathon. I would suggest that you form teams where members have varied skills such as graphic design, programming, and more. Let's move on to some terminologies that you may encounter at the hackathon or on different articles online. The first one is a MVP, and this stands for a bare bones version of your idea. Just the app with the main features which are coded, and this would help others understand how your app works without having all the features. So it's the features that help others understand what your app is about. Second is wireframes. Before you make an MVP, you will need a rough sketch of how your app would go about, so your app structure. So you would need to make, where do you want to put a button, where do you want to put a list. Just draw that out on a piece of paper, or you could go on online softwares which allow you to do this in a very quick manner. The next is mockups. Mockups is a more of a refined version of your wireframes. These have colors, fonts, text, images, and more. And this can be done using software such as Figma, which we'll be covering in the coming playlist videos. You have a basic overview of the terminologies. Let's move on to how do you choose your team. According to me and from my experience, I recommend that you find team members who have experience in various skills. This would help you finish the project in a dedicated time frame, and you might also learn something new from your members. The second thing is have a communication channel set up. As during a hackathon, few people stay at the venue and few head back, so it's important that you communicate with your team members throughout the portion of the hackathon. I recommend apps such as Trello and Slack, and these allow you to assign tasks to your team members, and Slack helps you communicate through a chat interface. The third is the pitch. I believe that it's important to have a person work on the pitch throughout the course of the hackathon, as sometimes you might have a great idea, a great prototype, but your pitch falls short, and in such a case, you might not be a winner. So it's important that you work on your pitch throughout the course of the hackathon. You've gotten a bit of idea about how you should go about forming a team. Let's move on to the next core aspect, which is idea generation. These are tips that could help you create the big idea that could win your next hackathon. When creating an idea, it is important that you choose a problem that is faced by people in your community or by you. It could be something simple as you're not able to pay attention during lectures, so you create an app that summarizes the lectures so you could review them at a later point. Now that you have an idea, the next thing is to decide on a development platform. Now, if you take the previous idea itself, it makes sense to make it an app on a mobile phone such as Android or iOS as compared to a web app, because it doesn't give you the convenience. So it's important to decide which platform you want to build on. The next thing you need to do is create a feature list. Once you've decided the platform and the idea, you should start by listing out which is the most important aspect of your project. For example, for the app which summarizes lectures, the first thing I need to have is something that can record the lecture in the first place. So I create a feature list and I go on listing down the important features. After this, I can work on the MVP, the wireframes, and the mockups. So in this video, you've got a chance to go over what exactly are hackathons, how do you form teams, how to generate your idea. And that's it for this video. But in the coming videos, we're going to be going over how you could build your own business model canvas, UI, UX design, and much more. If you have any questions, feel free to contact with the help of the email address here or go onto the website and fill the contact form. If you have any suggestions or requests for videos you would like to see, leave a comment below. Thank you for watching.